Once you've cleaned out that seam or reefed out that seam, then we're gonna start putting stuff back into the boat. Once again, we're starting with a layer of cotton. Most of the time, you're gonna be using what's called a making iron. It's a very thin, narrow iron like this one here. And you use that iron to loop in your cotton so that you can get a nice even layer that you drive down into the bottom. And then you also use this making iron to loop in your layers of oakum. And once again, how much oakum you put in is dependent on how deep your seam is and how wide your seam is. Generally speaking, you want 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of depth for your pitch or your putty after you drive that cotton and your oakum in. And once you've looped in your cotton, looped in your oakum, and kind of gotten that set down into the seam, then you'll follow along with thicker irons to be able to set those that cotton and that oakum down into the seam. These are called setting irons. And after that process, oftentimes, because we're a heavy built plank on frame vessel, we'll actually use what are known as horsing irons. And those are irons that are actually on a kind of a long metal handle, and a second person will use a larger mallet to really firmly set those layers of cotton and oakum into the seam to create that stiff monocoque surface so that everything is all working and flexing and moving together.